CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screens.
You're back on the one and only Ekse with Lauren Jaffe and the lovely TK, always lovely. And I know that you didn't take the risk of moving anywhere out of your lounge because you know it is a very high-risk situation. If you go for snacks or the bathroom, there's a chance that you're going to miss out on something happening here on Ekse. So we've got some really, really great interviews going on in the studio today. And of course, the lovely and really enthusiastic Bradley de Kock. Welcome to the studio. How are you feeling?
Fantastic. Awesome, dynamic, motivated, inspired. What more can I say?
How enthusiastic is that? I feel like we've got to compete here. We've got to keep the level.
And the Kock, guys, is an entrepreneur who wears many hats, right? So speaking of entrepreneur, I want us to get straight into it, right? Define to us. We're watching Ekse on our screens. What is entrepreneurship?
Okay, thank you very much for that, TK. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about today is entrepreneurship versus unemployment,
right?
As well as the model of entrepreneurship. So if you look at entrepreneurship, right, according to the GEM report, which is the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, this monitors entrepreneurial activity in South Africa in comparison to the rest of the world. And South Africa currently sits at 9%, okay? That is 9%. So now if you look at unemployment according to 2020 statistics indicates that South Africa was just over 32%, right? Then COVID-19 came along. A report speculates that 40% of the working force lost their jobs. So now that number has risen considerably. So if you look at it, the statistics is not accurately out there. So but just based on this, if we look at a ballpark figure, we're looking at easy around about 40% unemployment. So what this means is, if you look at a population of 100,000 people, 9% of those people, which is about 9,000 people, are pursuing entrepreneurial activities or ventures. And then if you look at the 40% unemployment, so 40,000 people out of that 100,000 are unemployed, sitting around waiting. So do you see how scary entrepreneurship versus unemployment is? So unemployment is really real as it can be. And it's not going to get better as COVID continues. So what we need to do is we need to look at the model of entrepreneurship. And the model of entrepreneurship deals with 4 Ps. And that is the person. Then you're looking at the process, as well as the product and the press. That is the macro and micro environment and pestle factors. And COVID-19 definitely comes into play where that is concerned. So yes, is there anything that I missed just before I go into more detail?
Yes, just like a brief description of entrepreneurship.
In one line.
Okay, so a brief description in entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is, so it's a very broad subject, right? But there are key aspects which is definitive. And one of those things would be the gap. It's important that you spot the gap or an opportunity in your community. If you're living in a certain community and you can see that there is a gap or opening for you to offer a certain service.
So a bit of a niche market.
Yes, right. So you can offer a certain service. Then, once you spotted the gap, you need to find creative and innovative solutions. So in other words, say you're living in Khayelitsha, right? And you're starting a car wash. But now you have your car wash and you have, say your car wash is car wash A and the other guy is car wash B, right? So you need to be creative and innovative in terms of why would people want to come to my car wash, which is car wash A, as opposed to car wash B. And that is where your USP comes in. So your USP is your unique selling point, which means this sets you apart. So what TK, what is going to set TK's car wash apart? You know, what is going to set Lauren's car wash apart as opposed to the next guy? See, so that is the creative and innovative side of things. And then apart from that, you need to maintain your social responsibility. It's important that you take others along yourself on the journey of entrepreneurship. And once you're doing that, you got to also make a profit, because come now, man.
Business need to pay the bills.
Yeah, business is all about making a profit. Those people who have the notion that business is a social club, there is no such thing. It's about making a profit, spotting a gap, providing a solution, and then maintaining your social responsibility and making money, making the monoida or the mullah in the process. That's what
Tell
it
us
comes
more
down to.
about the Be All Academy with you.
Okay, so Be All Training Academy stands
Yes.
for Be All That You Can Be and More.
I love it.
It is a personification of all my gifts and my abilities and my skills that I've cultivated over the last years. And I've been running Be All Training Academy for the last decade. I've
Wow.
trained over 150,000 different people. That includes scholars, primary school, high school, adults, university, college graduates. I had some Olympic gold medalists that was part of my training as well. So, yeah. So Be All. So at the School of Be All, what we do is we offer entrepreneurship training. So our course basically deals with the model of entrepreneurship. The person, are you the type of person that set goals? Are you the type of person that is proactive? What happens when the storm comes your way? Do you duck and dive, or do you precipitously move ahead? You know? And then we look at the process. Okay, so the process is simple. I've only got 4 questions. We stick to the KISS model, which is keep it short and simple, right? One thing, business is not about like learning a foreign language. It's simple, right? All these guys, they make it real complex. So the first thing is, what are you going to sell? What are you going to sell, or what service are you going to offer to the community?
Right.
That's the first thing. That is what my program deals with. Secondly, who are your customers? Right? So what are you going to
Target
sell?
market.
Yeah. What are you going to sell? That is your product. Who are your customers? That is your market. How are you going to get it to your customers? Right? And then fourthly, how much money do you want to make? Because come now, we need to make money. You see, as one of my mentors has told me many years ago, he was a legendary cricket player in South Africa in the 90s. I'm not going to mention his name.
You don't want to name drop
I don't want to
today.
name drop or anything. He knows who he is, and those who are watching might know who he is. He told me that money talks and BS walks. And that is the truth. Because if someone is serious about business and the money is on the table, that is when you know you got a deal, and that is where you work it from. So yes, so at BO we offer the entrepreneurship training. Then we have the school for the kids, where we are addressing COVID-19. Because remember, guys, COVID-19 has torn the
It's real.
curriculum apart.
Completely.
Absolutely.
So most of the kids who were promoted to the next grade, they've not met the skill set in terms of the actual requirements for the grade.
Right.
So now what that means is, at our school, we're taking grade 5, 6, 7, and 8 learners. So we address all those things that was missed, right? So we do that. We do some team building as well, but with lockdown, we haven't done team building.
Tough.
So we do some zip lining packages. We do some sandboarding.
Wow.
So basically, you empower the students.
Yes,
that are there.
we give them,
Yeah.
we focus on the
Lovely.
mindset, we focus on the skill set, and we give them amazing opportunities
Right.
to come on
We're
board.
going to have to stop you there. We're so sorry we have to wrap up. But stay tuned, everybody. We hope that you learned so much from the lovely Bradley.
CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screen.